Hi all, today in this video we shall learn regarding IELTS speaking module, the test format, assessment criteria, including the milestones to crack the higher bands. Most students while preparing their speaking module get stressed and demotivated because they could not score the desired bands. The problem is a wrong start. Without wasting time, let's get started and learn the test format for the IELTS speaking module. IELTS speaking test is a one-to-one, or you would say a face-to-face interview with the examiner. The test format comprises of three main parts, where the very first part is about introduction and interview. While talking about the introduction, the examiner introduces himself and asks you to introduce you. Also confirms your identity, but this is the ungraded part. The 4 to 5 minute part, which is a graded part, starts with the general topics which has been asked by the examiner to you, which is a casual discussion on a range of familiar topics. Here, the length of the answer is very much important, which is generally 2 to 3 sentences, not more than that. Well, topics in trend. This day, work and study is the most common question and frequently asked to most of the students in their speaking test. Well, there are other topics like family, hometown, internet, outfits, wearables, celebrations, but the aim of all these topics, I would say the questions are particularly based on the preferences you have towards them and your experiences you had. So be clear about your experiences and preferences you have to mention with examples. This calls for pre-preparation. Prepare well each topics prior to exams so that you did not feel any kind of crisis during your examination regarding ideas or vocabularies as well as the content. The part 2 of the examination, which is almost for 2 to 3 minutes, it's a cue card round or a monologue. A question with few sub-questions is presented in front of the candidate and allowed to prepare for 1 minute, where a paper and pen is provided. A person is asked to speak for at least 2 minutes after the preparation of 1 minute. A quick tip from my side, in order to ace the monologue, always try to learn how to draw the mind maps for any kind of topic. Part 3 of the speaking test is a two-way discussion round of 4 to 5 minutes. More abstract questions broadly based on the part 2, that is the monologue, is generally asked. You need to add more ideas and examples to justify your answers, but yes, answers with 5 to 6 good sentences is in need of the question. Every test taker should remember that before preparing for the IELTS speaking module, it is important to know the band descriptors. This gives you the exact idea on what basis the IELTS examination, that is the speaking part, is been assessed so that you can make proper corrections. That means this gives the direction to your preparation. The assessment criteria gives a clear understanding regarding the differences between a band 1 speaker and a band 9 speaker. The assessment criteria are basically framed on four good pillars which you really need to know well. The very first one is fluency and coherence, lexical resource, grammar and accuracy, and the fourth one is pronunciation. The very first one and the most important is the fluency. That is, avoid hesitation or long pauses apart to the natural pauses which we generally take while speaking. The another important is coherence. Coherence is the planning and well organization of the ideas with greater connections, isn't it? Yes, the coherence definitely adds to fluency. It won't be wrong if I would say if the person has great command and have great understanding towards the lexical resource. That is a wide range of vocabulary which is topic related is a king of the speaking test. Of course, the grammar, which should showcase varied and complex forms of sentence structures, showcasing definitely various tenses where and where are needed. Good pronunciation for greater clarity is a need, of course, a very important need in order to show a greater response towards whatever question is put in front of you by the examiner. Mind well, pronunciation one should learn very well. With all these four criteria, it is also important to ace the exam, you need to learn time management. Once you start preparing for your IELTS speaking test, it is always important to set milestones in front of you. Well, in order to achieve higher bands, it is important that one should always remember the very first milestone from my side is learning the mind maps. This is definitely going to help you a lot in your cue card or a monologue portion. The second part is the speculation. Speculation means hypothesis. Well, in IELTS examination, most of the questions asked are ones which we have never experienced. So, in such cases, speculations or hypothesis helps you to ace the part. The third important part is idiomatic expressions. Try to learn a varied type of idiomatic expressions which are generally spoken by the native speakers. But yes, also learn the correct usage of it. The last and not the least, prepare your speaking in such a manner that it should be very much ease and effortless. Keep your heads high. Keep preparing. Keep practicing. A very good luck from my side. Well, wait until the next video. I shall come with more interactive stories regarding your speaking test. Stay tuned. Do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Happy learning.